Okay, folks, y'all see what the title says. Don't need much in the way of perfunctory of this one. We can just go ahead and get after it. Now, we hear in all different spaces around the web where people talk about this company and that company and this, and they don't pay taxes or this one, that, and other. Now, look, I'm a small business guy, and I mean small. I'm less than 20 employees, okay? So I'm small, more than 5, but less than 20. Okay. So I'm on the micro scale, but people that have regular jobs should know certain things. There are certain things that you're taxed that your employer has to match. Okay. Now this right here, this is just a list of income tax. That's it. Forget the property that they own, that they operate out of, that they got to pay for. The utilities for those properties they have to pay for. The property taxes in that county and state that they have to pay for. The maintenance of that. I'm gonna make it real short. I'm kind of cool. It's a couple of Amazon, because I'm in a very small community. So you tend to get the same Amazon delivery people. It's 3 people, always get the same 3 people. It's 2 dudes and a chick. And chick, she's pretty cool. Because normally I don't talk to, female. But anyway, she's pretty cool. But we were talking one time about this, that, and I'm like, look, we all know big businesses get big. Somebody's going to have to get stepped on. That's just the nature of the beast. Now, how hard? So there are rare exceptions, like the Arizona Iced Tea Company. But they're rare. You're talking very rare, instances of people that operate like that. Anyway, I told her, I said, can you imagine? I said, all right, the warehouse you run out of? Yeah. I said, imagine how much that one facility costs. Imagine how much it costs just to maintain that one facility. Air conditioning break, heater breaks, water leaks, this toilet won't flush. One of them rolling conveyor deals, the bearing burns up on it, so they gotta do this, that, and other. Maintenance on those trucks, diesel, tires, oil changes, all that stuff. Networking problems. Y'all know I'm a PC guy. I'm a tech guy. Undercover tech guy. Router burns up. Switch burns up. Time to update, because you're on Debian, because Debian 13 just came out. So to update your system from Debian 12 to Debian 13. But you don't do the whole rack at the same time. You do it in steps so the system keeps working, But anyway, I said, can imagine just the expenses of that one location, the warehouse that you work out of. And she kind of just stood there. She paused, and how you put your hand on your chin like, And I'm like, yeah, you got to burn through a lot of money. And I don't be joking when I tell people, I said, man, what are you talking about? I bet y'all pay more in property and tax than a lot of y'all make in a year. And I ain't talking no fast food worker either. And people, I'm not being a smart ass. It's the truth. The taxes that we have to pay. There's no, you have loophole. Okay. There's this and this and this. Okay, so it saved me about $4,000 on taxes. Okay, but you still had to pay that $30,000. Okay, so instead of you paying $34,000, you pay $30,000. That's, really? That's your get back at me? That's it? And we ain't even got to the property tax on these on the 3 storage lots. We ain't even got the property tax on that. I know how much it is. I ain't gonna air it out here because I ain't trying to drag this out any longer. But anyway, not saying all these folks are good folks. I'm just saying there's more going on than people that's beating their gums talking about. Let's just blaze through these. Well, let's go from the bottom to the top. All right, and there won't be much in the way of bloviation on this from me. I'm just gonna give it out. Cummins, yeah, my engine brand, my engine of choice in my trucks. A little over $1 billion in just income tax, y'all. Just income tax. Let me go ahead and move this down some. Let me go ahead and make a quick adjustment here and slide that up some. Yeah, there we go. The beauty of OBS. Occidental Petroleum, 1.6 billion. MetLife, 1.6 billion. I know who MetLife is. Synchrony Financial, never heard of them, 1.7. Onoc, never heard of them, 1.8. CME Group, 1.8, never heard of them. Truist Financial, 110. Dell, we know about Dell Computers, 1.11 billion. Same for Shinergy, Shiner Energy, $1.11 billion. These is billions, folks. This is billions, okay? DR Horton, I know who that is. They homemakers. They make some crappy homes, in my opinion. Well, in this area anyway, allegedly. I don't want them coming after me. 1.12 billion. We just gonna run up. Micron, they make PC parts. GE Vernova. If y'all know who some of these people are, chime in and put it down below. I've never heard. Oh, GE. I wonder if that's a division of General Electric, maybe. Deere and Company. I know what that is. John Deere. Y'all know me. I'm a John Deere person. Well, their percentage went down. PayPal. I use PayPal. They went down 0.06. Target, their tax, they went up 2.34%. Oh, that ain't nothing. 2.34% of $1.17 billion. That's a lot of damn money. And this is on the low end. Cognizant Technology, never heard of them. Amgen, I know who they are. They went up a little bit. Delta Airlines paid $1.25 billion, and their tax liability went up. So they're paying more than they did last year. ADP, I know who they are. They went up. S&P Global, everybody know who S&P is, 1.29 billion. They tax liability went up. MMC, never heard of them. Marsh & McLellan, I have no idea who that is. Warner Brothers, everybody know who Warner Brothers is, 1.34 billion. They went up. Honeywell, we know who Honeywell is. Hell, my damn thermostat controller thing is Honeywell International. They tax liability, they went down. So I guess they must have got rid of people. I guess the ones where it's going up, either they paying the people more or they're hiring more people, I'm assuming. FedEx, 1.4 billion. They went up. GE, General Electric, 1.41. The Travelers, I know who Travelers is. That's an insurance company. 1.41. Bank of New York, 1.41. UPS, 1.42, and they went up, even though they just had a big layoff thing, if I'm not mistaken. The Cigna Group, we know who that is. 1.42. Salesforce, I have no idea who that is. AIG, I think that's an insurance company. I think they're both 1.5. PNC Financial, we know who they are, 1.47. Tesla, that's what's his name, Elon, paid 1.48 billion, which is down from what he'd been paying here. Booking Holdings, have no idea who that is. Adobe, I know who that is. They're a software company. I don't use Adobe. I use DaVinci Resolve. I'm a Black Magic design guy. Apparently they wasn't big enough to make the list, but Adobe is down. Goodyear Tire and Rubber, everybody know who that is. 1.52. RTX Corporation, I have no idea who that is. 1.53. EOG Resources, and full disclosure, I am a subcontractor for EOG Resources. I've been a subcontractor for them. I've been transporting, we tow and store equipment for them. I've been doing that since like 07, 06, 07, something like that. So in full disclosure, I am an EOG contractor. So because when I used to show them pictures of the towing and the job sites and the well sites and whatnot for y'all that's been around for a while, y'all would remember them videos, and you see the EOG logos on there. So I want somebody to say, oh, well, you didn't tell me, because there's always one jackanape out there to think they got a gotcha moment with you. But yes, I'm a EOG Resources contractor. IBM, everybody know who IBM is. 1.57 billion. They're down a little bit. Elevance Health, never heard of them, but the name tells me what they do. Intel, we are, computer chips, we know that. 1.61. TJX, never heard of them. Never heard of them. I don't know what the heck they are or what they do. GM, we know General Motors. Chevy, 1.64 billion. Charter Communications, well, I know what they are, but I've never heard of them. Netflix, we know who Netflix is. BlackRock, oh God, dun. Wait a minute. Let's do it right. Dun. Fucking BlackRock. Gilead Sciences, never heard of them, but they tax deal went down. Pepsi, soda pop, they're 178. Altria Group, never heard of them, they're 178. US Bancorp, I've heard of them, no dealings with them. 1.88 billion. Oracle, I remember the Oracle TV. Oracle software powers the internet. Their server, the giant rack space computer programs, software, pretty good too. Pretty good. I know a couple of big wigs that that they run Oracle, and they they use Oracle, and they cool. Union Pacific, the railroad, 1.99 billion. Can you imagine how much money you got to expend to run, operate, and maintain a freaking railroad? Just in track maintenance alone, forget the car maintenance, forget the engine maintenance and paying the people. Can you imagine how much track maintenance costs? Bristol Myers Squibb, Big Pharma, HCA Healthcare, well, they're hand in hand. 1.99 billion. Now we broke 2 billion. Applied Materials Inc. I've never heard of them. Southern Copper Corporation, well, I'm assuming they're in the copper smelting business. 218, just as well as Lowe's. We know who Lowe's is. The hardware folks. $2.18 billion. They're up. As most of these people are paying more in taxes. You got a couple of them where it went down a little bit. I'm quite sure something happened in their, like say, employment or payroll or whatever the hell. But most companies are actually paying more than they were their prior year. Ronald McDonald, 2.26 bill. Charles Schwab, we know who that is. Schwab and Associates, 235. Allstate Insurance, 236. CVS, the pharmacy, what's their Walgreens competitor. CVS, there's a CVS cat a corner from the HEB grocery store that I go to, but HEB, the grocery chain here in Texas, they have their own in-store pharmacies now. You can get your pharmacies, your pills and whatever the heck straight from your grocery store down here in South Texas. Now they HEB has their own pharmacies and they're inside the store. They got a couple of standalone ones, but most of them I see are actually in the store. Caterpillar, I used to contract with. I used to have a contract, equipment transport contract, but that didn't. I've been off of them for a good 8-9 years already. So now I ain't got no beef with them, you know this. And the owner of Holt Caterpillar is Peter Holt. And he's the guy that owns the San Antonio Spurs basketball team. I've actually met him a couple of times. Freeport McMoran, never heard of them, but they paying $2.54 billion in income tax. Costco, we know who. I don't go there, but we know who Costco is. Bank of America, I can't stand them. They done a lot of people dirty. Them and Wells Fargo. I'm assuming Wells Fargo in here, but they done a lot of people dirty. 2.72 Merck, Big Pharma again. 2.77 Progressive, that's insurance. Flow, 2.8. Coca-Cola, 2.81. Wells Fargo, damn, I was right on time. Wells Fargo, dirty. I don't like them. Yeah, I'm saying it. They done a lot of people dirty. And yeah, they that class action lawsuit, and I don't think they paid enough. Let me tell it, but that's just me talking. American Express, 2.92 billion. Philip Morris, that's them, the cigarette people, right? Philip Morris, I think that's cigarettes. I think don't quote me on it, but I think that's cigarettes. 2.93. Now we about ready to hit 3 billion. Strategy Inc. Never heard of them. Couldn't tell you shit about them. There's a lot of these people that's paying some crazy money I've never heard of. Newmont Corp. There's another. I have no idea who that is. And look at their stock. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this row here, is their stock prices. This is the income tax. This is their stock prices. This is their change in what they're paying, whether, either they're paying more or paying less than last year. Okay. Where were we at? Yeah, Newmont, never heard of them. Couldn't tell you what they do. MasterCard, we know who that is. T-Mobile, 3.62. They up. I remember I had T-Mobile phone, but that was years ago. That's when T-Mobile was new. Because I was with the carrier that T-Mobile bought out. The company was called VoiceStream. And I was with them because that back then you used to have to buy minutes. And I had like 3,000 minute plan at some introductory price of like $45 or some kind of crap like that. I don't remember exactly then. T-Mobile bought them out and they honored the original deal that you had. But if you ever changed it, then you went to the new to their new platform. So I rode that one all the way out. But then when we moved further out and then the oil field work and T-Mobile didn't work out there, I had to give them up and switch to AT&T, and I've been with AT&T ever since. But I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, United Health, we know who that is. They went up. Eli Lilly and Company, who is this, y'all? I have no idea who this is, but they number 24 out of the top 100, and I ain't never heard of them. Visa, we know who Visa is, 4.14 billion. Procter and Gamble, I ain't gonna say nothing. Hey, look at their logo. Decrypt their company logo. That'll probably tell you all you need to know. There we go. AT&T. The Bell breakup. Yeah, I mean, because AT&T because Ma Bell and AT&T had a death grip on everybody. Remember before the election, there in St. Louis when they blew up, when the dude had the motorhome. I done the video on that. Sly done it too, and just would have please evacuate this area. If you not, it had the voice talking, and then the motorhome blew up. It was next to AT&T building that destroyed the whole building, shut down where all the internet traffic, because that's the main hub that serves the entire Southeast United States. So everything, without boring y'all with tech details, all the stuff had to automatically get rerouted to somewhere else. What was being stolen data-wise to never mind, because I'm about ready. I'm going tinfoil hat, even though this has been done before. ConocoPhillips, we know who that is. That was a shady deal how they got together, but let's not get into that. $4.53 billion. Goldman Sachs, 4.58. The Home Depot, I use them. I have to go all the way to freaking Seguin to go to Home Depot. That's the closest one near me, but it is what it is. 4.63. Morgan Stanley, y'all know who that is. Comcast, satellite. I know it got something to do with TV. 4.91. Y'all know I don't watch much in the way of TV. Citigroup, credit cards, I think. $5 billion. Verizon, that's my backup phone because I got one AT&T phone and a Verizon phone, because out here one network, it's rare that both networks go down at the same time, so I keep a form of communication. 5.9 billion. Johnson & Johnson, take your jabby jab. $6.38 billion. Wally World, $6.45 billion. Qualcomm, $7.12 billion. They went down a little bit. Chevron, y'all know that's gasoline. It's great to say we getting into big oil now. Well, we saw little oil, now we getting into big oil. Chevron, $8.3 billion. Can you, imagine what it's like just running one refinery? How much money it take just to run one refinery, one oil rig, one platform? Can you imagine their insurance liability? Any of these oil, because y'all know that's what, I'm out here. I get to see this stuff. The place smell like money. But man, but they know they can lose a grip in the blink of an eye. All it takes is one well explosion. We had one go up a few years ago. I put the video up. They requested that I take it down, and I did. A day or so later, but some of y'all got to see it because we were not even 2 miles away from that rig when it went up. Where we at? Chevron, we got that. Exxon Mobil, another one, 11.94 billion. They up. Nvidia graphics card. This computer I'm on right now has Nvidia graphics card in it. 4070 Ti. Nvidia. Berkshire Hathaway, y'all know who that is. JP Morgan Chase, y'all know who that is. 14.78. We getting up, like we're almost done. Amazon, 16.47 billion. Like I say, I was talking to the girl that delivers the stuff, and she had to pause and think. Now I know they just laid off a bunch of people, because I'm telling you, AI. It was a whole bunch of us saying, man, I don't think this, y'all always think new technology is going to be benevolent to the regular people. It's not, y'all. And time again, this shit happens, and y'all still like to walk around in that same fucking fog cloud hanging over your fucking heads. I don't understand a lot of y'all. I just don't. But here it is. Apple, I'm not Apple, never been a Apple person, never. $20.72 billion. The Bill Gates Foundation, Microsoft. I don't use I'm a Linux guy. LMDE7, I'm on Debian. Microsoft, $22.75 billion. Meta, well, you may as well say these are the Meta. Wait a minute, that's the dude that owned Facebook, right? Ain't it? Ain't that the dude that owned Facebook? The little short dude, the little dude that admitted that the Biden administration, they kind of twisted their arm to get rid of the delete accounts that was talking about the jabby jab. I think that's that guy. And Alphabet, the deal we're on here right now, YouTube, Massive Dynamic, as I call them. They didn't pay the most income tax last year of $27.70 billion. Now look at the spread. 27.70 billion and 1 billion, 1.05 billion. That's a big spread. A lot of people don't realize how big $1 billion is. I mean, think about it. Because a million, okay, I mean, think you like, well, you got $999,999,099.99. Think of that. Then you put a penny on that. That's $1 billion. You've been desensitized. $1 billion is a lot of fucking money. It's a lot of money. But look at the spread from 1 billion to 27 billion. So you at the bottom of the club. My favorite engine brand. Every truck I have has a Cummins engine in it. So I'm doing my share, Cummins. Don't give me no smack. And you're just making the last spot of the club. This a lot of money right here. Now, the problem I always have, now I will say this and then we out of here because this is a long video, is how that money, and Google is down. Massive Dynamic is down 2.08%. Their stock price is $278 a share. Meta is $621 a share. Damn. Matter of fact, let's just breeze through. Who had the highest share? They all stick out pretty easy. Goldman Sachs, 786. Ooh, Eli. I don't even know who the fuck this is. 924. Somebody got to be in the 4 digits. 922 for Costco. Damn. I know what y'all buy low and sell high or whatever. Caterpillars. All right, let's go. Ooh, here we go. BlackRock. Gee, why am I surprised? BlackRock and Netflix. Look at them numbers. Jeez. And who the hell? But I don't know who this is. Booking $4,940. They stock price. What the fuck are they? I mean, excuse me. What the hell do they do? I need to look up and see what the hell they do. Good night. Trust Financial, y'all low, $44. $41 for Occidental Petroleum. $22 for Warner Brothers. $7.57 for Goodyear. Wow. Didn't see that one coming. $24 for AT&T, $27 for Comcast. Whew. Hey, may not be what you may not be the information you wanted, but it was the information you need. Arm yourself. Y'all be good and be safe. And I am out of here. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about all this. Tell me what you think.